What are famous historical chess checkmates? Have you ever wondered about the most famous checkmates in chess history? These checkmates are not just about winning. They showcase beautiful patterns and clever tactics. Let's take a closer look at some of the most notable ones that have stood the test of time. First up is Fool's Mate. This is the fastest checkmate possible, occurring in just 2 moves. It happens when a player makes poor opening moves that leave their king vulnerable. The opponent can then deliver a swift checkmate using the queen or bishop. Next, we have Scholar's Mate. This checkmate takes for moves and targets the f7 square, which is often weak early in the game. It usually involves the queen and bishop working together to trap the king. Then there is Légal's Mate. Named after Sire de Newell, this checkmate involves sacrificing the queen to set up a quick checkmate with minor pieces. It highlights how well-coordinated pieces can create powerful threats. Boden's Mate is another classic. This pattern uses 2 bishops positioned on crisscrossing diagonals to deliver checkmate. The king often finds itself trapped behind its own pieces, like a rook or pawn. Damiano's Mate is one of the oldest known checkmates. It involves the queen and a pawn working together to confine the king. Often, it starts with a rook sacrifice to create openings for the queen's attack. Anastasia's Mate is a classic pattern where a rook and knight trap the king against the edge of the board. The king's own pawns often block its escape, making this checkmate particularly effective. Arabian Mate is a Romantic-era pattern that shows how a knight and rook can work together to trap the king in a corner. This checkmate beautifully illustrates the importance of peace cooperation. Marshal's Mate, known from Frank Marshall's games, often involves brilliant queen sacrifices that lead to forced checkmate sequences. These moments are both surprising and instructive. Lastly, we have some historical game checkmates. Bobby Fischer's Game of the Century against Donald Byrne features a stunning checkmate involving a knight and rook after a series of forcing moves. Paul Newell games often ended with elegant checkmates that demonstrated classical principles of development and attack. These famous historical checkmates are practical examples of how to understand the concept of check in chess fundamentals. They teach players how to deliver checkmate by controlling escape squares and using piece coordination. Learning these patterns helps players recognize mating nets and improve their tactical vision during play.